Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Natural Misfits podcast. I am your DM Glitch, and we are back in the final chapter of Rise of Tiamat. To go over what happened in the last two episodes, we snuck into the underground laboratory run by Dorothy. The party sadly lost Gunga in the fight that followed. And later, they sadly lost Chills. Not Chilzer. They sadly lost Charlemagne to the Black Dragon General Stygionyx, but they avenged her, and now they pushed further into the temple and finally came face to face with Tytanik himself. But before we continue that, let us cut to the outside. Storm clouds are billowing, rain is coming down, the fight within the courtyard is still going. Jasper is shooting left and right as Barry, in his show mode, is barreling over several cult members. The two are the two before he unfurls, and the two fight side by side. And as the two continue to fight, a shadow appears over them, and they both look up to see Glazner, the ancient white dragon from chapter 2, hovering over them. He lets out a volley of ice, freezing several of their companions, while the two of them take cover. And as he closes in on the two, they suddenly see a bright light coming from the cloud. Then out of nowhere, what looks to be a falling star emerges from that light, rams right into Glazner, decapitating him. Everyone turns in shock to see the smoke clear from the shooting star when it landed, and out steps three figures. Samuel, Ari, and Ori. Let's just say that the fight has now gotten a little more intense. Going back to Band of Misfits, as they have confronted Tytanik, all except Kupari, who is currently looking for her mother. We now cut to Tytanik looking down in shock at his clutch-made brother. Azsha, what are you doing here?
I was looking for you, brother. I'm gonna bring you home.
That's not going to happen, Alfrio. My path is taking me elsewhere.
You know I never liked it when you called me that.
It wasn't like I had a choice when we were younger. Nagisha may have had some influence in alleviating my problems, but I was always considered below you. True, everyone was, but the cripple most of all.
You know I did everything in my power for you too, Ty. I always came to your aid whenever I had the power.
Like the time with Thash?
That was an accident.
Who is Thash? Thash, the pathetic snob, a mage slayer who attempted to convince Azsha to look down on those beneath, not befriend them. He constantly reminded me that I was a disgrace due to being born a cripple. Of course, he never pushed too far out of fear of Nagisha's wrath. I always suspected he even had feelings for my sister. One day, when I finally managed to humiliate Thash, he and his cronies beat me down. Azsha came to my defense, and upon seeing Thash about to stab me, went into a rage, attacking and devouring him.
I never meant for that to happen. I was just so angry.
It was a lovely display of your power, Azsha. You shouldn't feel ashamed.
Don't tell me that's...
Yes, it is indeed Thash's. He holds out his staff, revealing there to be a skull on the end of it. I found it an appropriate way to mock one such as him.
Brother, please stop this madness. You've not gone too far. You still love your family after all. You were bitter about what happened to Osric. Granted, I would have taken such a violent route of reputation, but still, I know nothing of this would have happened if we hadn't come across that obelisk when we were young.
Wait a minute. What obelisk?
Oh, now that is a fascinating tale. Why don't you tell them that one, Azsha?
When we were younger, Tytanik entered the forbidden chamber within the tomb of Didaris and went after him. After some exploring, we came across a pulsing obelisk guarded by a bone naga named Prida. Legend has it, an ancient Yuan-Ti Neomancer king poured all his magic into the obelisk, and he slaved several nagas to guard it, turning them into a bone naga. Pudea was the only one left after witnessing the Tytanik's brilliant intellect and sensing he was descendant of the ancient Kree. Pudea let him absorb the obelisk's powers,
giving me power over the dead, which soon gained the attention of the cult, and here we are now.
Kai, please.
You don't understand, Azsha. The cult raised me up, and I must return the favor. Tytanik now turns to the rest of you, and look how far you all have come. Though, of course, not all of you are here now, right? Looks to me you are missing a few of your members. Pray tell, what happened to them?
All you hear is just Tytanik growling under his breath.
Tytanik? You mean Tanithil?
God damn it! My inner DM started coming out.
No, it's just his twin. It's just his long lost twin that he never knew about.
Tytanik? Tanithil? You are also Tytanik? Great Scott!
Great.
Tanithil growls underneath his breath as his tail bristles in anger.
Eve is going to, point up at them. We may have lost our friends, but that does not mean we are going to back down now. They sacrificed themselves for us, and we are going to make sure that sacrifice was not in vain. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Steve, you're usually very annoying, but in this very moment, yes, you are correct.
Why, thank you. I know I am. Wait, what? Meanwhile, O'Malley, this whole time, has been mourning the loss of his friend, kneeling over and hugging Valentine's, pretty much ignoring everything going on around him. Tytanik merely just shrugs off your what he believes to be your bravado, and he raises his staff and brings it down, and suddenly several doors around the circular room, several doors suddenly open, and several undead start shambling out. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
Dex saving 33.
Pretty much, you all take about 10 points of psionic damage as you all are blasted back by a beam coming from the statue.
Ah.
10 points
Fun.
of damage.
Oh, we haven't rested since the last point.
No.
Since the
No.
last time, have we? Oh no!
Enough,
Oh, I'm almost very dead.
Wait, you're unconscious again?
No, I have 2 health left.
Oh.
and who wants to make a perception check?
I will. 29.
In the center of the statue, in its hands, you see the decapitated head of someone very familiar. Cynthia, the Lupin.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, because the beam came from her mouth.
Oh.
I'm a firing my laser!
You have a rather poor taste in decoration.
Well, seeing as how you all look pretty beat up, don't think I don't believe in fair play. And then he brings the staff up, slams it down again. Then suddenly, green rays of a green aura suddenly starts to surround you all, and you find yourselves healed to half of your main HP, all of you.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck?
Strange one this is. Yes.
I'm gonna look around to see where that came from. $30.
It came from his staff.
Why are you healing us?
He did say he does believe in fair play. And you all were pretty freaking beat up, let's be real. Alright, well, suddenly all the undead, like dozens of them, are suddenly shuffling towards you.
Oh,
Steve
fun.
is going to stand up and crack his neck and his hands and do something unexpected. He's going to raise his hand to the sky, it faintly glowing purple. Seconds just tick by as the undead continue to shuffle towards you slowly, and you all just stare at him in confusion.
Steve,
Most likely.
Steve, what are you
Strange
doing?
man doing.
Suddenly, you hear what sounds like something falling. And as you all look up, including Tytanik, who is also confused, something crashes through the ceiling. A giant meteorite in the shape of a giant meatball covered in spaghetti.
What?
What is this? Why have you summoned this rock?
The meatball meteor lands on top of the statue and sends out a shockwave of purple energy, disintegrating all of the undead.
What?
Steve,
But also severely like knocking O'Malley back.
Steve, you are weird.
Just flashes you a thumbs up. And before anyone asks anything, yes, that is a real fucking spell.
What, a spaghetti meteorite?
The exploding spaghetti meteorite.
Oh, God. Gonna take him to Italy.
Pretty much all of the undead are just piles of ash and bones, and Tytanik is just looking around confused. And as he's looking around, you notice souls coming from the ashes all over the place, emerging from the various ash piles and entering his body. And he's like, "Well, that was certainly unexpected, but
Yeah.
never fail to keep backup plans in check."
Steve, I think you just made the situation worse.
What have you done, Steve?
With a flick of his hand, one of the souls that he just absorbed re-enters the damaged obsidian statue, which suddenly comes to life, pulling itself off the ground. He then casts another spell, and all of the bones on the ground suddenly start melting together into a giant wave-like creature made of bone called a bone swarm. And
Oh, fun.
Uh-oh.
and then suddenly out of nowhere, from the upper balcony, several tough-looking skeletons in armor with horns and giant spears land around the place surrounding you.
Steve, what have you done?
Before anything can be done, though, O'Malley, shaking off the damage as he stands up, and very angry over Tenethal's death, starts bum rushing all the various skeletons, tearing them apart.
Over my death? I'm dead?
God damn it.
You're dead now. You can't play anymore. You're dead.
O'Malley, shaking off the power from Steve's attack, stands up and, bitter over Valentine's death, starts lashing out at the nearest skeletons, drawing much of their attention.
That seems like a good enough time to join in ourselves, don't you think?
Well, the statue, along with 3 of the skeletons and that bone swarm, they all stand opposite from you before surging forward. And yes, now you roll initiative.
Okay.
First up is Tanathel.
I'm gonna get in front of everybody else so that it is just me and the bone swarm. And I'm gonna cast Moonbeam. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. That is a nat 20 plus 10, 30.
So he's getting half.
Alright.
Even so, that's still 30 points of radiant damage.
30 points. You gonna do a bonus action or no?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Religus is up next. He is going to take his mace. And rush at the possessed statue. And try to swing at it. That will be a 15, which hits. And it will take 5 points of damage. Alright. Up next is one of the skeletons, which is called a clackling skeleton. Let's call this one's clackling skeleton number 2. It is going to... as it rushes towards you, I need all of you to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw. Okay, Brian, you're now frightened.
Ah, shit.
Alright. It is going to use its glaive and make an attack on Gertrude. Does a 19 hit?
Barely.
Wait, what is your armor class?
18.
Yeah, that hits. So you take 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright. That'll be its turn. Up next is Chilzer.
Okay.
Oh, make a wisdom saving throw and try to get out of your frightenedness.
Yep. That's an
You're
8.
still frightened.
Fuck.
Up next.
Yeah.
Up next is the Bone Swarm. Okay. It is going to do a multi-attack on Tanathel. Alright. First hit. 21 total.
That hits.
Second attack, 28 total.
Hits.
You get 62 points of damage. Alright, next up is Clackling Skeleton number 3. Everyone make another wisdom saving throw.
Another one.
You don't have to. You don't have to. Well, yeah. Actually, no, I'll let you do this one, Shoulder. Like, you could try to get out of your frightened with this one.
Oh, I figured I was just rolling again to see it. Do I even have to? Because I'm already frightened.
I'll let you do it. Like to get out of it.
Okay. I got a 12.
You're still
I'll take
frightened.
that passes. Oh god.
God, everyone else is making it but you. You're so frightened.
The skelly mobs. They're out to get me.
He is essentially Shaggy in this scenario.
Okay, he is going to try to gore. This one is going to go after Chilzer, and it's going to try to
fuck.
gore you. Does a 17 hit?
Okay.
Wait, what's your armor class?
15.
Okay. You take 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage. Okay. Ouch, my bones.
All right. Next up is Steve. Okay, which of you, those who were hit, what is your HP?
154
I'm at-
out of 360.
Okay, Gertrude, what's your HP right now?
74 out of 107.
And Brian? Chilzer,
I'm at 59 right now.
Okay, then Steve's gonna hold off on curing any wounds. Instead, he is going to cast Summon Swarm.
Ooh.
Buzz.
And he is going to summon an army of rats. And for
That's not fun.
our first attack, he is going to have the rats swarm Clackling Skeleton number 2. And that, let me see if it hits. 19, that does hit. And they are going to swarm him and try to bite him. Okay, that'll be 16 plus 3. That will be 19 damage total. Alright, next up is Cinzia, aka the spirit possessing the damaged statue.
Oh, fun.
Cinzia is going to use Slam. Goranda Religus hits him for 21, which, yeah, that hits. And he takes 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and he goes sailing into a bookshelf. Alright, next up is Clackling Skeleton number 1. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
Fun. I think I'll just pass on here because it's just like I'm already
Just give it another try. Like, I'm giving you...
another try.
I'm
Okay.
allowing this. I'm allowing this.
Well, I did get lucky number 7, however, that doesn't matter because my wisdom modifier is 2.
Jesus Christ, Chilzer.
Very high intelligence, but no wisdom. There's a difference between being smart and wise. I am not wise.
You're in luck. Steve is now frightened too.
Hey, frightened buddies.
Great, now we have Shaggy and Scooby.
Shaggy. Like Zoink Scoob?
Now we gotta wait for Robbie to get back to do his.
Yeah, he's got the food to the cats already. He'll be in like 45 seconds.
44, 43, 42.
Counting down. If he's not back by the time we kick him from the game.
This skeleton is going to go for
The knees!
This skeleton is going to go for Tanithil for that joke alone.
I deserve it.
And he is going to try to hit you with his glaive. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
What is your armor class?
16.
A 16 does not hit a 16. It has to be over it.
Oh, you're right. God, I'm
Fuck.
dumb.
And you taught me D&D!
I know! I know.
Alright, that's the end of his turn, and now, Robbie, you're up for the first time.
I'm going to pick up the closest skeleton and just chuck it at the statue as hard as I can.
I guess pick either one. They all look at the same, so either pick 1, 2, or 3.
I'll pick number one. Number one.
Since you're picking it up, roll
Number one.
a strength check.
Strength check. I'm good at those. I have a +4. I have a +10. So that's the 22.
Strong.
You pick it up, and you're gonna hurl it at the statue?
At the statue.
Okay, alright, roll to hit to see how much damage you do to the statue.
And he's
what kind of
strong.
die would this be? Like a D6, D8?
Well, if this is a strength just throwing,
D20 pro strength check.
yeah, that would be the
strength check. Okay.
yeah.
It's not I'm not actually hitting it with an actual weapon. It's a D20 plus strength check. That's a 19 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna say the skeleton takes 19, and the statue takes half of that.
Okay.
Okay, you did that to number 1, so give me a sec.
Yes. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'll repeat it with number 2.
Roll strength check to pick him up.
Roll to pick up. I got a
Yep.
9 plus 10. That's a 19. And I assume that works because there's not a lot of strength in a skeleton.
Which one are you picking up,
for
2
the
or
damage
3?
on the throw, number 2.
Okay.
And 3 plus strength check, that's a 13. And I'm going to throw number 2 at number 3.
Number 2 and number 3. Okay, so that's a 13, so number 2 takes 13 hit points, and number 3 takes half of that.
Yep.
Give me a sec.
That is the end of my turn.
Wait, you threw number 1 first, right?
Yes, number 1 at the statue, and then I threw number 2 at number 3.
Okay, that's 13. Okay. Alright, that's your turn. Alright, up next is Tanithel.
I am going to. Cast Sunburst. And since this is a 150-foot sphere of a spell, it's gonna get basically everyone.
Including Sidebet.
Is there friendly fire in this? Or is it like one of those spells that just affects undead?
Good question.
This it actually does double damage on undead.
Does it affect living ones too? Like,
Yeah.
Are we gonna? Okay, do we have to do saving
Okay.
throws?
Yeah, Constitution saving throws for everybody.
Yeah.
I apologize in
okay.
advance.
If we succeed, do we not? Since we're friends, since we're on your side, if we succeed, do we not take damage, or do we still take half?
Yeah, if in my rules, if it's friendly fire and you guys succeed, you don't take any damage.
Okay, I got a 19.
I know there are people
I'm
out
putting
there
it
that
in
is
the
going to hate that rule.
checks.
But tough shit. That's how we play.
19 actually succeeds.
Oh, we're rolling for what again?
Okay.
So,
Constitution.
Saving against her
boy.
spell. Constitution.
But you have disadvantage, Brian, because you're still frightened.
Oh boy, so that's first roll is a 13. So I get 9 plus 3, and that is a 12.
That's a fail.
Ooh.
Yikes.
My boy straight up not having a good time.
Religus failed.
If you want to look at saving throws, Locke, to see how the skeletons are doing.
Yeah, I am. So now those who got under 19 failed.
Hmm.
And the undead is taking double this damage.
Right,
So 41.
okay, 41, that's the doubled one, or that's the...
No, that's the straight
Oh.
roll. So the undead are taking 82 points of radiant damage.
That's a
Oh.
lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage!
So yeah, Religus and Chills are just taking 41.
That hurts. I am now at 18. That's okay.
I will heal you. I have healing, I promise.
Do your thing.
Okay, all the skeletons are dead, and Cindy is looking pretty beat up.
Never mess with the god of nature!
Please do not. Do not want to get hit by that again.
So up next is Pilzer.
Oh boy, time to make a saving
A
throw. Let's
A
go.
wisdom saving throw.
That's a natural one.
Oh my
That's
god.
a 3 total, guys.
What, Pilzer? What the hell is happening with you today?
I don't think
Not
his dice
wise.
like him.
Alright.
I'm not wise.
Since the Bone Swarm and Cynthia are also blinded, as is Steve, Gertrude, you're up next.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw a punch at skeleton number.
All the skeletons are dead. The Sunburst killed him.
Oh, right.
When they started out, they only had 80 hit points.
Oh, I assumed they'd have more. I'll just throw a punch at the bone mass.
All right. I guess is that an unarmed? Yeah, is that an unarmed strike?
It is an unarmed strike, but I get D6s instead of D4s
That's
for
fine.
damage. So
yeah, roll to hit.
To hit, right. That would be a 16.
It misses.
Well, then I'm gonna throw a second one.
All right.
How's a 20 total?
That hits.
Okay. And that would be 13 damage.
All right. Next up is Tanithil.
I am going to run over to Chilzer and cast Regenerate on him.
All right. I guess roll to see how you succeed.
He gets 35 points of healing.
Many thanks, friends.
All right, and will that be your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's Religus' turn.
So Religus, there is a way for him to become unblinded. Roll a Constitution saving throw again.
Constitution, give me a sec. That is an 18 total.
He is unblinded.
Alright, since that most likely will count as an action, as a bonus action, he is going to have Azul, who is still with us, shoot a lightning bolt at Cynthia. That is a 16 that hits. And she will take, I believe it's 1d10, so she'll take 8 points of lightning damage. Alright, next up is the Bone Swarm, and he's going to make a Constitution saving throw. No, never mind, my bad. Next up is Chilzer.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw!
You know what? No, I'm swapping from the green dice to the blue dice. Here we go. Oh, hey, that's a 19!
Also, I gotta ask, I forget. Since all the skeletons were dead, wouldn't he have been shaking out of his fear, or would he have still been frightened regardless?
He would have been shooken out of his fear.
Oh, God, sorry, man, I forgot. I wasn't sure if that's how
You know what? No, it adds to the comedy of it anyway. So yeah, that's a success.
Do you want to do a bonus action?
Sure. What can I do for a bonus action? Let me look at what I can do.
Sure, yeah, I want to kick.
I don't have any.
Sure, yeah, I want to kick some ass. Yeah.
I don't have an Eldritch Cannon at all. Whose turn is it next?
After you, it's the Bone Swarm.
I guess whose party member is next?
Steve.
Okay, I'm gonna take my bonus action to cast to use my poisoner skill to apply poison to your weapon.
Oh, to Steve's weapon? Alright. His rapier then?
Yeah.
like, Steve, I'm going to give your weapon poison. What? Where are you? I can't see!
Hey, do not worry, Stan.
Brian, not to burst your bubble, but skeletons are immune to poison.
Fuck. Well, that's my bonus action. That's my turn.
So basically, Steve now has a poisoned rapier, but I guess he can still technically stab the Bone Swarm, he just can't poison it.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is the Bone Swarm. Now he's going to make a Constitution saving throw. Does a nat 20 get him out?
Yes.
Okay, and he's not happy with you, so he's going to do another multi-attack. Does a 13 hit?
13 misses.
Does a 12 hit?
Miss.
Alright, I would say he's still disoriented, so he couldn't hit you, but he is peeved at you now.
All he sees are spots.
Alright, now it's Steve's turn to make a Constitution saving throw.
You can do it, I believe.
I mean, he should. He has an 8 plus 8 in Constitution.
That's a lot.
That's a nat 20 plus 8. He is back. He's like, yes, I am back! What happened to my sword?
Do not worry about it.
As his bonus action, Steve is going to rush to the Bone Swarm and ram it through. Alright, that will be a... That is a 19. And... It'll be 10 damage total. Alright, up next is Cynthia. She needs to make a Constitution. Is a 19 get her out of it?
Yeah.
As a bonus action, she's now going to slam into you. That is a dirty 20. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
18?
Yeah, and you're sent flying into a wall.
burn tune imprint on wall.
And now now it is Gertrude's turn.
Okay.
I got to remind you, all that's left is the bone swarm and the pillar. Well, statue. And all the skeletons are dead.
Yep. How big is...
Statue is a large creature, so I'm going to say she's about 15 feet tall.
I have 20 strength. Do you think I could lift it and drop it on the bone mass?
I guess make a strength check.
I'm gonna try.
Yeetus deletus.
19. How's a 29?
That, you know what? I'll give it to you. You lift her up with some difficulty, like, it's not easy, but with some difficulty, you manage to lift her, and you're gonna toss her onto the statue. Onto the swarm.
Onto the bone mass, yes.
Alright, what would that damage be?
D12?
Frickin' D12.
Okay.
Since Cynthia is landing on him, she'll take half. He cushions her fall, so she'll take half, but the Vorn Swarm takes the full hit.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, roll a D12.
Dabbledge roll. 19.
For a
You know
D12.
what?
A D12? Or to hit?
No, was I supposed to...
I thought you were gonna do.
I rolled a D12 for the damage.
Yeah. Are you rolling in?
Yeah,
You said I heard 19.
Yes, that's what I said. Was I not supposed to add my strength modifier to the damage?
Oh, that's what you were doing. I just got confused for a second. Like, wait, D12? How'd you get a 19? I got confused.
All right.
That's fine. Okay, yeah. So 19. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That will be. All right. Cynthia is now looking really roughed up, and the bone swarm is starting to get there too. So next up is Tanithil.
I just gotta say, when Gertrude did that whole statue tossing, do you know what I thought of?
What?
That one Scottish game where they're like holding those logs or
The
pillars.
big logs.
Wait, no, log.
Yeah, that they just throw.
What about the rock throwing game from Samurai Jack with the Scotsman's tribe?
All right, so it's my turn. I am
Yes, that's the end of mine.
going. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave on the statue.
Does that work?
All right.
And it is going to need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, does Thunder Wave affect any of us?
As long as we're not in the way.
Yeah. It's like a 15-foot cubed, so...
Okay, wait, also, I'm gonna say, since she's on top of the bone swarm, it'll affect it too.
Yeah.
So, roll.
So yeah, they're both gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. In addition, unsecure objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away.
A con saving throw. The bone swarm got a 19.
Fail.
And Cynthia got a 7.
A what?
7.
Fail.
Alright, roll for damage.
10d8 for 42 points of thunder damage.
Cynthia is destroyed. You see her as she's destroyed, her soul flies out, and as she's flying back to Tytanik, who has been looking over the whole thing, she says, "I fucking hate you guys." You said 42 in total, right?
Yes.
That'll be your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Up next is Religus. Is going to rush at the bone swarm and bring his mace down on it, like on the closest skull he sees. That will be a 2 to hit, so he misses. All right. Next up is Chilzer.
Okay. Seeing as it is now my turn. Um, let's see. Well, fight seems to be just about over. So I'm just gonna try and hit him with a crossbow bolt that I got.
All right. Roll to hit.
So that's the roll to hit.
Mhm.
That's an 18.
That hits.
Okay. And now that's a 1d8 plus 3. D8 is this one. That's a 6 damage.
All right.
Chilzer, I just want to apologize.
It's okay. It's better this way. It's more funny.
Because I found out that I had enhance ability.
Oh boy. It's water under the bridge.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. That is the end of my turn. I don't think I
Up
can.
next is the bone swarm. He is gonna do Death's Embrace on Steve. Or 27, that hits. And Steve is now grappled.
Steve.
And that'll be his turn. And now Steve needs to make a saving throw. I'm going to say this would be strength. And that'll be 11, so Steve is now grappled. Alright. Next is Gertrude.
Okay. I hit the bone mass again.
You're going to have to use it with disadvantage now because he's using Steve as a shield.
Oh, okay. Roll 1, roll 2. Got 11 plus 10. That's a 21
That hits it.
as the lowest.
Alright.
Okay.
21, that's the lowest one? Okay,
Yes.
yeah, that hits it.
2 plus 10. That is a 12 damage.
Alright. That the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Tanithel.
I am gonna run up to Steve, put my hands on him, and cast Enhance Ability, giving him bull strength. So that means he now has advantage on strength checks.
So instead of trying to pull me out, you just enhance my strength? Oh, gee, thanks.
This is as a safeguard, just in case my strength isn't enough. I am now going to try and pull him out.
Roll a strength check.
Nat 20!
You pull him out.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, Religus is up. he is going to take his crystal sword. Actually, no, he's going to take. He's going to cast.
And this Steve now has enhanced strength for the next 10 minutes.
He's going to take his Azsha tip dagger and hurl it at. And. Not hurl it. He's going to rush it and stab at the nearest skull. Alright, that'll be a 21 total. That hits. Five points of damage total. Now it's Chulzer's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
Alright, roll to hit.
That's a 2.
That's it.
Just like little like matchstick hits a wall. Just oh.
Well, I've done all I can do.
Alright, Steve is up next. He is going to cast Cold Slinger
Hotschlager.
for an 18, which hits, and now he must take, I believe, 3d10. Yes, so 21 damage total, and it is dead.
Yeah, there we go. We did it, boys. The bone men are dead.
As you all are celebrating, you someone make a perception check.
Okay.
I want to do it. My perception's just shit.
I got 24.
Okay, with that 24, you see that Azsha has left her group and is apparently gone after Tytanik, who disappeared near the end of the fight.
Well, she ditched us.
Oh, better.
As you all are prepare to go after her, you all hear fighting coming from down the hall to where you guys entered, and you hear many steps coming towards the room, most likely cultists coming to aid, or Tytanik, or to just strike you guys down. But O'Malley is going to approach the doorway and look back at you all saying, "Get going. I got business to settle."
Okay.
Godspeed, magnificent sir.
We thank you.
Now, with the fight all said and done, we are going to cut to Kupari.
Okay. So, am I still chasing Sarifa?
Yeah, you're still looking for her. Right now, she's leading you through the different hallways like you're trying to find her.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Mom! Mom! Please! I need to get you out of here! Please!
Her voice echoes back. Why did you have to come here? Why did you have to turn your back on me?
I never turn your back on you! I'm trying to rescue you from this cult! Don't you understand?
And did you fail to understand that the cult saved us after what happened to your father?
The cult did it! The cult had nothing to do with any of it! It was an ultimate betrayal! You don't understand any of this! You don't understand at all. Please, let's get out of here together.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Which one's dexterity again? Oh, 10 total.
Cynthia comes up from the shadows and briefly slices you across the back, giving you 6 points of slashing damage. Where she retreats back into the shadows.
Please, I don't want to fight you. Again, I just want you to come home. I came here to rescue
What
you.
home? There is no home left. After your father was gone, we tried to go on, and what happened? My kindness cost us.
It wasn't your fault at all. It was a betrayal.
But it doesn't matter. In the end, it showed to me how cruel the world truly was. It took away your father, and the cult was the only one who was willing to help us.
My father would not have wanted
Your
this.
father is
He would
dead.
not have wanted
He's not here anymore.
The rings say otherwise. She then the rings say otherwise.
You still have yours?
Yes. I wear it with me everywhere I go. Do you still wear yours?
Before she can make a response, suddenly, make another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 11 total.
Suddenly, lightning crashes through the stone ceiling, sending you falling back.
No!
And as you look up, you see, in the distance, you see Egoraigen engaged in battle with two of the metallic dragons. Ozma, the silver one, who helped you before, and Namuru, the male bronze one.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
As the fight struggles, you see that while the two metallic ones have the advantage at first ganging up on Egoraigen, it proves to be futile as, with a swift blow of his tail, Ozma is knocked out of the sky, and in one swift motion, he grabs on to Namiro, and you watch as they tumble out of sight. You see him bite down, and how it looks, he snaps Nimiru's neck.
Oh no, this is not good.
Don't you see?
This is not good.
Why can't you see? There's no fighting their power. They could make us a family again. I could have my eyes back. They could bring back your father.
None of that is going to happen. None of that is going to happen. It sucks that it did, but it sucks that what we went through. But the thing is, what I've been taught throughout this journey is that we just have to keep going. We can't be blinded. We can't be blinded by our past. You might be blinded by it, but we have to move past forward. The cult is not the way.
You wait in silence, expecting a response, but all you hear is the faint sound of steps fading away. Want to make a perception check, try to follow them?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead.
12 total.
You can't pick up where the footsteps left, so you're pretty much alone in the corridors. Do you want to try to keep looking for her, or
Yes.
do you want to just?
I'm going to keep looking for her.
Do you want to take a random hallway and just see where it takes you?
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
I shall do that.
All right. I'm gonna say there are three: one on your left, one on your right, and one ahead. The one ahead, you hear the faint sound of battle. The one on the left, you hear what sounds like roaring, and the one on the right, you make out the faint explosion. Which one do you want to go down?
I'm going down the right.
The one with the explosion?
Yeah.
Alright. As you travel down that hall, you eventually spot a soft yellowish orange glow. You come across Tytanik's study, appearing above the upper floor balcony. As you look down, you see the remains of the fight, and you see your teammates starting to charge up the stairs to where Tanithil was before.
Hey, everyone, over here!
What? Like Steve looks around. Wait, what? I don't see God.
No, it's Kupari up here.
Kupari is God, and like Relicus just smacks him on the head. Oh, knock it off.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No.
How'd you get up there?
I followed my mother, but she seems to be corrupted by the cult.
Well, Relicus looks around. You missed one heck of a fight, by the way.
I can always get into more. Now follow me up here. There might be something important.
Oh, we're just about to go after
Okay.
we're just about to go after Azsha and Tytanik. We might want to make it
Oh.
quick. O'Malley's gonna hold off the cult members that are coming.
Okay. All right.
Do you guys want to take a minute to regroup and sort yourselves out, or do you want to keep going?
Well,
I think we should regroup.
Holy shit. I've just been digging through my desk while listening to everything that's been going on. I found my fucking art drawer. You know what I found in my art drawer?
Or time?
I found...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just found it. The original art for the character Chilzer is based off of. This is literal middle school shit. Oh my god.
Alright.
As you guys regroup on the upper balcony, as you all hear what sounds to be O'Malley in the distance engaging the cult's members who are coming, you decide to press further in, just find someplace alone. Do you want to press further into the study, or do you want to press further into the tunnels where Tytanik left?
I'm going further in the tunnels.
And the rest of you?
Tunnels.
Yeah.
Right. As you all take a moment to like enter the tunnels for a little bit, you come across like a small area, and you decide to just settle down and catch your breath. So if you want to talk amongst yourselves, go ahead.
Okay.
She's been corrupted. I didn't think the morals would truly seep into her heart.
Change affects people in many ways. Yes.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to say this, Kupari, but that's what cults do. Find some way to grab a hold of your heart and just drag you along with them.
But I think she's still in there. She still remembers an important symbol of ours.
That is good, I suppose.
I mean, I don't think she will change her mind, but if you want to keep trying, I'll stand behind you.
I'm not going to fail.
All right, just saying. No, I still can't believe that big bulk of fur who was our friend is gone.
Well, he only
It is
seems to be
better this
trapped,
way.
sapped in that device. We should be able to get an anti-curse sometime.
I don't think it's a
I don't
curse.
think so, Granny.
Perhaps it better this way.
Right.
Let him rest. Yes.
I mean,
He did go out in a blaze of glory.
when you look at it, we not only lost Gunga, but we also lost Charlemagne and Valentine. It's three friends in one day. It's shocking, you know.
I find it hard to empathize. Haven't been in group for very long.
They've been with us. They were with us since almost the first day. But I'm used to goodbyes at this point.
They're with us in spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys want to take a short rest and continue on next week?
Yeah,
Sure.
sounds like a good idea.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, So you're all going to take a short rest. So, well, thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. I hope you all enjoy it. We're getting closer to the end. Who knows how many we have left, but I know the finale will be a big one.
Yep.
Well, until next time, farewell, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.